What's up, internet? Today we're going to do a subscriber requested video. That's right. I'm like a DJ on the YouTubes. I take fucking requests. We got the beautiful Busa, and the request is to show how the speed limiter works. And I thought, I had no plans to make a video. It's not a feature I'm super excited about. I've never used it before, but hey, somebody requested it. Let's do it, man. Let's find out what this speed limiter is all about. I assume it's about limiting speed, but whatever. All right, I did do a little preparation. I read the user manual because I had no idea how to actually enable the speed limiter. From what I read, it works using the same buttons that you use for cruise control. So I don't know if this works with the motorcycle off and just the key in the on position, but we're going to give it a go. Instead of just pressing the on button for cruise control, you're supposed to hold it. So we'll hold it for a couple seconds to see what the heck happens here. Apparently nothing. Okay, let's try it one more time. Maybe you have to actually have the bike running. I don't remember the user manual actually specifying that. Let's turn it on. That no worky either. Let's turn cruise control off. Maybe we have to be riding the motorcycle. Wouldn't it be cool if you could just ride by a speed limit sign and change what the actual speed limit is for wherever you're at that particular moment? Okay. All right, focus. So let's turn this sucker on. Let's hold it. Okay, nothing happens. Let's turn it off. Let's turn it off. And now cruise control is off. We're going to use the cruise control button and we're just going to hold. Press and hold. Well, goddamn. Maybe I need to go back and reread the user manual. What the hell? You shouldn't have to devote that much attention to a feature while you're riding the motorcycle. This is working out lovely. What did Hannibal always say? I love it when a plan comes together. Shit ain't coming together right now.
Come on, man.
Hey, how's it going?
How's everything?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, I just bought a Harley.
You just bought a Harley?
Yeah, I gotta take classes.
Oh, okay. Hey, hell yeah. I don't know if he needs to take classes to learn to ride. That's inspiring to see somebody, I don't know, he looks like he's maybe 65, 70 years old, maybe older, and he's gonna take classes to learn to ride a motorcycle. You're never too old. This is the most mysterious feature ever. I'm gonna just go back and read the manual. What the hell, man?
While I was rereading the owner's manual trying to figure out how to use this speed limiter feature, the person that originally requested the video posted a comment and figured out how to use the speed limiter. And to be quite honest, their comment instructions were easier to understand than the owner's manual. So I think it's time to do this again.
All right, we've been re-educated. We reread the owner's manual, and quite frankly, Mr. Jones's response on how to use it is easier to read and at least more clear and concise to me as far as how this works. Okay, so cruise control on. Hold the mode button down until the icon switches. Can you see that? All right, so now it's white. It's a little bit different icon, and you can see that the speed is set at 35 miles per hour. Now we can increment our speed and choose a different speed limit. I want to go with 42 miles per hour. The key thing is I chose to do it right here at the stoplight because you need to be stopped to turn it on. Okay, so we got it set, but until the set icon on the lower hand or the lower right hand turns white, it's not actually engaged, right? So we're in the speed limiter mode. We've got a speed limit selected. So now we're just going to hit mode. We're not going to hold it. And there it is. It's engaged. And so the way this is supposed to work is it limits it not by like like a rev limit or anything like that, but by it's a ride-by-wire system, so it's going to limit how far you can open your throttle valves once the speed limit has been reached. So we should be able to just twist the throttle once we get back up to speed, and it won't go any faster. Why you would want this feature, I don't know. Again, please leave a comment down below because this is beyond me why Suzuki put this in. All right, there we go. We hit 42. There's my speedometer, we're at 32-ish, roughly 100 RPMs, and we're in third gear, and I'm twisting the throttle and nothing's happening. Thank you, Mr. Jones, for explaining how to use this dang thing. Now turn it off. So we're still in the speed limiter mode, but we just disengaged it. So we just hit the mode button once, and thankfully you can engage it and disengage it while you're riding the bike. If you're like above the speed limit, or not like the posted speed limit on the road you're riding on, but what you have set for the speed limiter, and then you engage it, like you're in the mode, and then you turn it on. So all right, so we're set right now. It won't let me exceed 42 miles per hour. What we're gonna do is we're gonna turn it off and then I'm gonna grip with my legs and turn it on. Okay, look at it. It's just killing the motor. Like, that's it. It let me kind of, you could hear, well, it might not come through the GoPro camera, but I could hear a little bit different note in the exhaust. It was like it would let me crack open the throttle, but it wouldn't let me accelerate at all. So all it does is, and it was pretty graceful. It's not like it engaged brakes for you, you know, because this does have a linked system. It could do that, but it doesn't engage the brakes for you. It kind of just gradually just lets you coast down, and that's probably gonna, because you can set your engine braking on the 22 Gen 3 Hayabusa. So that sensation, and I haven't touched my engine braking setting, so whatever the default is what it's set at. But it was nice and graceful. It didn't like startle me. You don't have to be like gripping with your legs because the bike's gonna lunge you forward or anything like that. That's kind of cool. So I'm gonna turn it off and do it one more time. Turn it on. Twist the throttle, nothing happens, right? It's just gonna coast until you get back down to below the speed limit. And I'm gonna turn it off again. And it's off. Now, in order to get out of this mode, let's do this. Let's turn cruise control off and then turn cruise control back on and see what happens. So if you leave the speed limiter mode enabled and you turn cruise control off and then you turn it back on, it comes back to that mode. So that's interesting. So let's hold the mode button down. Now we're back to just regular cruise control. And now I'm gonna turn cruise control off. And then if I turn cruise control back on, there's nobody behind me or anything like that. We're good. It returns back to just regular cruise control. So interesting. Again, I fail to find a realistic use for that. But you know, like the only thing I could think of would be like a pit mode. Like if you were doing track days and there was a speed limit in the hot pit or the cold pit. And if you don't know what hot and cold pits are, then just ignore everything I'm saying at this point. But if there was a speed limit there, you could just, you know, hit the mode button. It engages your limiter and you just leave it in the limiter mode all the time. That's like the only scenario I could possibly think of. Every other scenario just doesn't make sense to me because you have cruise control. So if you wanted to make sure you didn't exceed a limit, because you're like in a high, you know, a highly patrolled area or something like that by state police or whatever, just set your cruise control. Like, I don't understand it. Anyway, that's it. I'm out. You guys know what to do now. Keep the rubber side down. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.